Hey guys, so for this video I'm just going to do a quick review of a new radio I got. It's the Flysky GT2B. Now, before I start, as a quick disclaimer, yes, I did break the unboxing protocol and open it up before the video, but I just did that to verify that it was here, because I still have a whole bunch of other packages coming in the mail, so I'd see which one it was. Alright, let's get started. Now, I put everything back in as it came in, so it should still pretty much look the same. So, here we go, get it back out of the wrapping. So, it's sort of an unassuming box. They just taped an invoice to it. So, they give you a brief, this is a basic picture of what the radio looks like. They got all chrome print on the box. Yeah, it's pretty fancy compared to some other Chinese ones. I've just gotten some unbranded things. So, let's get that open. Now, of course, here we go. I didn't tape it back together, so I didn't bother with that. Alright, so we got the radio, and what makes this different from the original GT2 is that they added that third channel that you find on the GT3B. So, you still get that third channel, it's just a basic add-on. You don't have all the computer settings of the GT3. And plus it's a lot cheaper. It's only like 25 bucks. And like the newer GT3C and the impending GT4, it uses a lithium battery, no longer like 8 AA's, which are going to cost a bunch of money. And so, damn, drop battery door. Just show you really quick what it looks like. There's the battery slot, we pop her in there, slide the tray in, and boom, ready to go. And I gotta say, like, just holding it, even like this is really light. This, especially comparing it to the Traxxas radio, I'm sure some other radios with a third or fourth channel might be a bit heavier. I'm guessing the Spectrums especially, having a big screen, but I gotta say, really light, not gonna wear myself out after a long run. And got a pretty decent feel to the trigger. It's very smooth, not too light to where you're not gonna be too sensitive to where where your throttle position is. Feels just right. Right amount of resistance in the wheels, got a nice firm compound too. And so let's pop her open and check her out. So you got your 3 basic settings. You got your steering trim, you got your throttle trim, you got your steering dual rates, then you got your throttle reversing and your steering reversing, just for certain cases. Now, then of course you got your power button, bam, both on. Now, the power LED's on, and I'm pretty sure that means that the battery doesn't have full charge and it's pretty low, which I'm guessing is about right. I don't think they really charge it right from the factory. So here we got the USB charging cable. We got the instruction CD. Not a whole lot there, just basic user's manual. Then in here, so we got a spare grip that it's thicker, so it's gonna make the grip a little bigger around. And then we got the receiver in there. and our bind plug. I'll get around to that in a moment, but let's do a quick demo of what it looks like charging. So right in the back here, right here is where our charging port is. So we just bam, pop it in, take a little USB plug adapter here, hooking it up to the wall outlet, and now it's charging. And I haven't really gotten a chance to test it out yet, but I'm pretty sure that when it's fully charged, the red light will go off. And so now let's move on to actual testing of it. Okay, so I got the receiver put in my Emacs, and during the break I found out a couple things. First of all, the receiver has a Failsafe setting on it, but I guess I should have already known that since it's the basic Flysky receiver model and they all have it. But the second thing is that on the transmitter, whenever it's done charging, the charge light right here will turn green instead of just going out. I at first thought it just goes out, but according to the user manual, it turns green. And which, if you get the user manual, you might want to pay very close attention, because half of it's in Chinese and they roughly translate it to English, and it's not the easiest to understand, but when you understand it, it's pretty much simple. Like, so easy a caveman can do it. And so before getting everything ready, make sure, just in case that your system's taken apart, of course, I just unplugged two of the motor plugs, so even if it does decide to glitch out, it's not going to take off. So here we're going to take the bind plug, plop it into the third channel slot, make sure our battery's connected to the ESC, then switch it on. That receiver is going to start flashing. Now, we take our transmitter, hold down the bind button, and switch it on. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but the receiver light turned solid. Sorry if I cut you out of the shot there. So now that it's bound, you just shut everything off, turn it all on again, except first you take out the bind plug, this my servo, and hang on, kind of one hand this here. And there you go. It's all bound. Okay, so here I'm just gonna set the failsafe and test it. So the failsafe button is in this tiny little hole right under the LED slot, and you need something small enough to fit inside there. I found this little 2.5 mil like phone mic plug that seems to fit in there just fine. And the manual says the proper way to do it is you press and hold for 3 seconds, it'll start flashing, and then that's when you should let go and it'll stop, and then it'll be set. So here we go, got the transmitter turned on, everything set to 0. Now we're going to turn on the kit. Proof light check done. Alright, make sure that you can see the light now. 0, 1, 2, 3, flashing, and now it's set. Alright, now we're gonna turn it off. Make sure that it's turned off. Turn it back on. So I'm gonna spool up the throttle and then turn off the transmitter and see what happens. So you see Motor spinning. Now we turn off the transmitter. Now. And there we go. And it returned to normal. Let's just do it one more time just for fun. So, on, spooling off. Bam. Good to go. Alright, so this is just going to be a brief test of the third channel. I just took one of my spare servos, hooked it up to the third channel. And of course, it's just a 2-position toggle switch, you know, click, click. So it's mainly going to be for like 2-position shifting modules or any, you know, 2-position requirements that you'd need for your kit. So I'm just going to hook up the battery, then turn the transmitter on first, of course. Then turn you on. That's my steering servo. I'm not liking being caught in the position, so click, 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 click. You know, just basic 2 positions, so just quick test showed that that worked. Alright, so to sum it all up, I'd say this is a pretty good well-end model for the price, and it doesn't have all those other features of higher-end ones or even the GT2B, like the Expo, the throttle dual rate, the multi-model memory. But I'd say, you know, for my situation, for what I need it for, just having the steering dual rate, the throttle trim, and the steering trim works really well. And what's the added bonus is the fact that not only is this rechargeable with a lithium battery and chargeable by USB, but it's also super light. I mean, look, it's not even any weight on my pinky. It's like comparing a PS3 controller to an Xbox controller. The Xbox controller being a Traxxas radio. So, that's it. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you very much for watching.